We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hello. How's everybody doing out there? YDBT Daily coming at you with another show. It is Thursday, November 10th, 2022. Hurricane came by, fucked up all the plans, fucked everything up. I ended up having to cancel going to Motor Nationals because a lot of stuff got closed down here in anticipation of the hurricane. Subsequently, nothing happened, but plans had to get totally rearranged. So Motor Nationals will not be attended by me. Not that it matters. I don't think you guys were all going to go there and fuck around. Mostly racers that never get to race anywhere else, like except like a streetcar takeover or, super duper badass racers that have a modular motor specifically. In my opinion, go to that race. Everyone else is it's kind of like one of those casual races. It's not, it's not as known as a streetcar takeover. It's very niche. But in our community, it's kind of like what is going on. Coyotes, 5.4, 4.6, 3-valve, 2-valve, and all the other people show up or look forward to this race all year to have some fun. So we're going to talk about Lund Racing. Keith Rhea, King of the 4-valve, the stick shift stuff. I think Minion is going. It's going to rain pretty much all night over there and most of the morning. They're going to try to drag the track in between. But that track, I remember back in 2019 when it rained, we got rained out for 3 days. And they tried to squeeze everything in a day and a half. And it was pretty awful. I'm not going to lie. But they did their best based on the circumstances. But after talking to Lund Racing, he goes, dude, you don't even have to come up. I got plenty of people. I got people coming. I got a good wrench. I got Dakota, Brandon. I got Devin, Junior. We're good. That's okay. No problem. I didn't feel that bad. Why is this thing messing up big time? I think the TV in the background is jacking up the lighting. But whatever. We'll do it live. So we're gonna thank to the sponsors, and then we're gonna get the show started talking about Mod Nats and what do we expect out of Mod Nats. And so we want to thank PMAS, 2 Auto Solutions, The Parts Farm, Double Got Cookies, coming at you, Double Got Cookies, and Calimer Transmission. Calimer is supposedly working with Competition Clutch, Vengeance Clutch to mess with their clutches. I don't know shit about them, but we'll see. He's gonna do some testing and see how it goes. With that, he's testing on the 3160, the NT82 D4, and hopefully everything comes out okay because he's the guy to test stuff with. So again, PMAS, 2 Auto Solutions, The Parts Farm, Don't My God Cookies, and Calimer Transmissions, the sponsors of the channel. Let's say hi to the people, and we'll talk a little bit about Motor Nationals and whatever else pops up. AJ Seaman, Cesar Lopez, bring your wood screws. What's up, man? He says, good morning. Let's start the show. Lex Luthor, Abel, Javi, RPG, Ignacio Ramirez, AJ again, Matthew Nichols, Alejandro Flores is EPA agent, SVT Snake, Mendoza's Coyote, Gregory Utvich, Diego A, Corsa Gaze 9000, Jason, Matt A, DSM Fury, Trent Steiger, Gallo Bravo, Teruvi Ate Racing is in the actual house, and I'm not going to spend too much time on him. This is not going to become the peasant chat. The guy said no to a free car that's light years ahead of what he's got going on. We're good. We tried to get him a job. We tried to get him a car. We're done. Let him bury himself and electrocute himself on his panel. Bobby Buck, Nick G, Thunder Biscuit. That's right. Luther Conway, George Garcia, John Jones. Is it John Bones Jones? Harley Taquache Mode, SVT Snake Chase, Ratworks. Have you seen any issues with a Coyote swap in New Edge, guys? Why would there be any issue with a Coyote swap with any guy? That swap is figured out. It's basically a Fox body. Andrew Tate is in the house. TN S197. Cody Ford, Mendoza's Coyote, Smudgy Skills, Great Escape, Silver, Harley Taquache, Jason, Lex Luthor, Clean 93. He goes, wait, a free car? Yes, Clean 93 GT. We tried to get him a job at Parts Farm. The Parts Farm offered to put him up. Let me get it close. I want to get close to them. I don't want to make those puffy sounds. The Parts Farm offered him a job to put him up in a spot, and he's like, I moved to Georgia. Motherfucker, you live in Baytown. You live in Baytown, dude. Stop thinking that your life is going to be downgraded by moving away from Texas. everyone's life is severely upgraded the moment they move out of Baytown, Texas. Holy shit. So we're done. Parts Farm offered him a job running the dyno, taking cars apart, making good money, and a garage. Free lift. Room and board. Good job taking cars apart all day and learning shit. Because actually, he works at a restaurant frying your food somewhere, like at a Waffle House. He probably works at the only Waffle House that doesn't have the cook that beats you up. And we're done. We're done. Something happened in that thread in that post that I'll talk to you guys about once I say hi to the rest of the people here. JD Swag, good evening. Alex, S550, Brando, Papi Chulo, Killing 93. Mendoza's, Arturo Viata, ain't nothing slicker than traveling 1,000 miles, multiple countries, worth distance, just for all to be a joke and have the door slammed in my face. What the fuck is he talking about? Oh my God. Bro, you lose. There are winners and then there are losers in this world. No offense. And I'm saying this because you need to learn the hard way. You're a loser. And you need to be taught that losers don't go anywhere. This show is directly responsible for giving you a car, room and board, and a job in Georgia. And you said no to both. Imagine there's a guy out there that is a loyal watcher of the show. Has some skill, but maybe life hasn't necessarily gone his way. And he sees me giving a retard opportunities. And he's like, what the fuck? Alex, why are you giving this guy an absolute retard opportunities? And I go, I don't know. There are people out there that are way more deserving to stuff like that. Job opportunities and cars and parts and this and this and that. He doesn't even understand what he said no to. I'm going to shut the fuck up. Anyway, I'll talk about that another time. So let's get on ModNats because we can get way off kilter with this fucking guy. And we're going to go ahead and see my biggest prediction or my biggest desire that happens this weekend is Lund Racing go sixes with a 6R80. Why? Lund Racing needs to go sixes with a 6R80 so that, in my opinion, they get rid of the 6R80. Where do you go after that? If you go 699 at 200 miles an hour, what in the hell is left to prove on that platform? Because you and I both know the moment they go turbo 400 or a glide, that car becomes a serious contender. He'd be racing people like Cletus, Keith Rhea, Brett LaSala. What's the other guy? Farlow. I'm sorry, he did crash recently. Prospero. That car is right there with everybody else. 660, 670 car, no problem tonight with a glide or a turbo 400. So I hope to God that Lund Racing goes 699, 200 miles an hour, and get that fucking transmission out of your life. Get it out of your life. You have nothing else to prove. The baddest motherfuckers on the planet with a 6R80. Now it's time to become part of the baddest motherfuckers, period. Because right now, a lot of people are hanging on to the micro record, right? A lot of people look at Lund Racing and they go, 6R80, big deal. Okay, so once we go 699, we can always stick a 6R80 back in it if you want. If you love to smash your face in with a hammer, you can always put it back in if someone beats the record. But let's say you go 699, 200. Where do you go from there? Where do you go from there? Nowhere. You now enter the fucking fast realm, in my opinion. If Alex Alejandro Flores had that program, it would have a glide in it. The moment it goes 699, 200, I put it in the trailer and we start figuring out where to get the trans, what converter to get, and party there. There is no reason to hinder yourself with a 6R80 anymore. There's nothing to prove. If they want to keep going at it, that's fine. I think that's the absolute wrong route, in my opinion. You want to start going fast. You can enter The Warriors versus Tres Cuarto class on what races can Lund Racing join and be badass in if they put a 400 or a glide in it. Texas 2K Streetcar class, A class all day. FL 2K Streetcar class, 2 races a year. They could probably run, they can put a 315 tire on it and run Warriors versus Tres Cuarto in World Cup. And you can run King of the 4-valve. You can run 5 races a year on a badass setup that is not hindered by a 6R80. Tell me I'm wrong. But again, that's their racing program, and I support whatever the fuck they want to do. But let's be honest. The 6R80 game, after 699-200, it don't matter. It literally doesn't matter anymore. So I'm hoping to see that, and I'm hoping to see it sooner than later. I hope it happens in testing. I hope they get it done and done. The racing, to me, the 6R80 class, whatever, you know, I hope they win it. They've been the class of the field the last 2 years. They lost the first race they entered with the Blue Goose because they had a weird thing with the way they would launch on the trans brake. It was done by a dumbass motherfucker that people think is a badass tuner, and it was like a delay, and he just couldn't tree properly. And what's his name? The guy who he was with the MSR guys, the white car. He beat Senior. He treated him and beat him. And he went like a 8-0, and Senior went a 7-9. But he got beat because he got beat on the tree. And then the last race he went to, the steering wheel came off. Like, we're sailing through, and the steering wheel came off in the last run, and that was that. So he was the class of the field the last 2 years. So hopefully this year everything happens like it should. And once they run that 699-200, get that fucking thing out of there and run a glide or a 400 and actually go super fast and get after the big boy fast cars. That would be so sick, in my opinion. Fuck Streetcar Takeover. What do you want to run one day and put 17 classes in one day, and then they cut the class and go up? We got to close the track. Like, I love Streetcar Takeover. Make less events and make them better. Like, you don't have to run a complete schedule all over the country. Go there, do 4 races a year, make them 3-day events. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And test and tune on Thursday. Bring vendors. Why do you have to have 20 races a year? Have 6 and have them be super badass. But whatever, what are you going to do? Dustin 10R says 6s and 200 and people will still go to fly by night tuners. Look, and this is what they'll say. Because I speak jive. Do you know what I'm saying? If you guys know the reference, I speak jive. People will see Lund Racing go 6s and 200 and go, oh yeah, well they're good at boosted, but they're not good at NA. I will give you 45 degrees. I will give you all the leanest fueling map on the planet if you tell me it ain't my shit if it blows up. Oh, it's your daily with a trompeta intake? Oh, you daily a trompeta intake 10R car. Oh, and you want the sauce. Shut up. Shut up, clown. Stupid ass motherfucker. How much does a Lund tune cost? Go to the website. Exactly. Less is more. Derek Eckroth says, all these classes and records being broke just makes me want to go old school again. Everything cool has already been done. Not exciting anymore. A fast carb now is the new cool for the average guy. There you go. And I'm releasing a video on exactly that because nothing fascinates me more than old school tech. All these cars are fucking fast. And all these fucking fast cars are $300,000 car. So you, as the average Joe, have been priced out of ridiculously fast cars. So now a ridiculously 8s ain't fast no more. We have literally cars that have a Whipple, a return style fuel system, and 1050Xs with a 10R, and they run $899 in good weather, second rip, and we're like, that's not impressive. It's 7s is pretty impressive. So let's say if you're like upper middle class, you can build a pretty consistent 7-second car with available parts out there. Gen 2 specifically. Gen 1, you got to build the motor, But Gen 2, just like I said before, Gen 2 is king daddy to build a 7-second car. You can build the trans, you can put studs on the motor, turbos, and bada bing, bada boom, it's a 7-second car. Just like that. So you've been priced out of that game. So what's the fun part? What's the challenge? Well, let's get something old school to run what new school thinks, because this is all old news. There have been NA 8-second cars back in the 70s and 80s and 90s. There have been 8-second NA cars. I'm not saying they weren't big blocks, but they were NA, zinging RPMs and making good power. So now can we do it with a small block? With the mod, because back in the day, everyone did super low compression. Everyone, for some reason, had this crazy thought in their head: low compression boost, high compression race gas, or E85. Now with the advent of, I don't know, education, people go, give me all the compression. The octane's there. There's race gas. If we're going to go racing, we use race gas. Give me 1401 compression and boost. I like that shit. I like that shit very much. Little Turb, you want to buy a fast car? I'll send you the hot sauce. Francisco Javier says, hi, Alejandro. Found the nice 89 May bite on. Got it. We decided to miss SET Dallas and come to Monmouth, says Aldo Shifts. Now, it is raining, but I'm hoping the rain blows over. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to mod nats is who's going to win King of the 4-valve? Because King of the 4-valve before used to be a Keith Rhea race. And now, seeing that Brett LaSala's car is right there, like running the exact same numbers as Keith Rhea is, I'm wondering when Keith Rhea is going to go Coyote. I love him. I don't know how come he hasn't gone Coyote yet. Like, what is preventing you from going Coyote? Treat it exactly the same as the 5.4. He has a 5.4 in it right now, right? And it runs 650s, 640s, or high 640s, low 650s. So what do you think a Coyote will do? What do you think a 5.5 Coyote with exactly what you're doing now with a 5.4? Badass shit. I'm saying Billy badass shit. You don't think a Coyote is going to fucking make the 5.4 look like a boat anchor? It might. But Keith Rhea's car has been pretty untouchable for years. He would go to Mod Nats and just take Justin Young's money. Like that, I think he took pleasure because most of his stuff is MMR stuff. And if you know the internal beef between MMR and Justin Young, it was kind of funny to see Keith Rhea go to those races and just take his money. Again, I have no dog in this fight, but it was funny because I'm like, Keith Rhea is going to show up, take $6,000 from somebody. It's going to have MMR shit plastered all over the car, knowing the history. But anyway, I digress. I think he should really get after it and go Coyote because it's time. He knows it. He knows it. Unless he knows he has to go Coyote. Just like, in my opinion, just like Lund Racing has to go Glide or 400. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You can't have a car that looks like that, sits like that, and throw a Band-Aid in it, the 6R80, throw literally something to complicate your life in the middle of it. Once you run the number, all that goes away. Once you run 699, 200, goes away. You know it, and I know it. Stop it. You know it. Are you still putting a stick in the blue car? Now, that is a good question. So I just put a TVS in the blue car. Okay, you guys saw the video. I put a 2650 in the blue car. Now, I took off the 4.5 liter Whipple with the custom inlet. That does not mean that I'm going to make more power at the end of the day. Now, the 4.5 liter Whipple through a 400, because it was a open converter, you'll have a little more drivetrain loss. No, not Turvy, not 20 horsepower, 15 to 20% drivetrain loss. Because he said you only lose 20 horsepower through the wheels from the crank. Anyway, now I have a 2650. Now, I don't think I'm going to make 1,100 horsepower and 1,000 torque like the 4.5 liter Whipple did. But I don't think I'm going to make 150 less horsepower. I think I'm going to make over 1,000, slightly over 1,000, and high 900s torque. It's a 10-to-1 motor. It's got NSR cams that have been, I think, degreed based on, for RPM. Basically, I don't know if they're advanced or retarded. I don't know if they're turvied or whatever. But they've been basically put in a position to give you high RPM horsepower. And if I can rev the car higher because the throttle stays open because of what's happening with the 4.5 liter Whipple, my Kenny Bell throttle body is shutting at 6,800 RPMs. I shift that car at 6,800 RPMs at the track. So if I can rev it to 7,500, 7,700 like I should, It might run better, but not necessarily show more power. That's the whole thing. Now, back on the whole stick thing, what stick am I going to put in it? Because it's not going to get some face-plated, straight-cut, pro-shifted this or that. Because that's going to be awful to drive on the street. Like, god-awful. So then what do? You put a synchronized transmission in there? That'll blow up. Right? The synchros will explode when I try to do a 2-3. Bye. See ya. Because I'm a fucking animal gorilla with the shifter. So what do? Probably make it a stick. Put AC back in it. And make it drivable. Because right now, nothing against the 400. I don't want to have to put a temp sensor. I don't want to worry about heat. I don't want to worry about coolers. I just want to stick to go and have fun with it. But then that means I can't drive it around on a 2.4 upper and a 10% lower. I have to put like a 3.0 upper so I could actually hook on the street. Turvy or pecked, right? Turvy or pecked. Advanced or turvied is hilarious, right? Me personally, Turvy, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect. Oh, no, he's taking it. He's taking it. And if Rat works, if you did the exact same shit he did, you'd take it too, because you would deserve it. The blower swap vid was cool. That Whipple blower looks big, bolted on, but off it looked comical. Like, it was, the TVS is like half the size. It's crazy. Turvy's really having a conversation with himself right now. Great reference. Thank you. Appreciate that. New saying, gotta Turvy my timing to compensate for the boost. The TVS is going to make it zippy as fuck. That's the other thing. If you understand how the power delivery is on a big Whipple supercharger with those rotors, it is like a late power curve. If you look at old videos from Power by the Hour when they started shoving 4.5 liter crushers on everything, it made good power, but it lost some torque. The TVS gives you torque today. So maybe that'll make me front half better. Hey, yo. Maybe that'll make you 338th better, but not necessarily come out up top. And that's okay. If I can front half better, and I don't have to like rag it out way up top, and I can RPM higher if the throttle stays open, win-win for everybody. Ratworks must be his attorney, right? Still planning to sell it in the future though? Guys, that thing has been for sale. That thing has been for sale, okay? If I get to the point of making that, shutting off all the lights, all the ABS lights, stick shift, AC, and put the wipers back in it, I'm keeping it. Because it's going to be a pretty badass street car at that point. Just run a build trans with synchros and don't be gorilla shifting. Just finesse it and let it eat. That doesn't make sense. What if somebody wants to race? What if I want to take it to the track and race? It's probably going to be a good half-mile car. Sell that transmission alone after they go sixes this weekend. I'm gonna want money for that transmission. Not to say that I'm gonna fuck somebody, but if that transmission and converter combo can chase 7 to 8 grand, I'm gonna get 7 to 8 grand. I wouldn't feel comfortable selling it to the Lund for 7 or 8 grand because they've helped me out so much. The blower shop on the GT500 was amazing. More videos like this, please. The 3100 is what I'm looking forward to. Mendoza's Coyote, not the 3650. So the reason I bolted on the 2650 is in anticipation for the Eaton 3100. In my opinion, the 4.5 liter Whipple is not something I want to deal with because a lot of people were asking about IAT issues. Oh, what about IATs? Well, that's my problem with the 4.5 liter Whipple at that boost. Remember, 30 pounds of boost. That's what that, at 3.5 inch pulley, Whipple with a 10% lower is 30 pounds, 29.9 pounds of boost. So the 29.9 pounds of boost was making 200 degree IATs, you know? So in cruising, it would just zing up to 140. Now, I do think the ice tank and the pump need to be worked out, but I'm going to see if the TVS yields less IAT issues at max boost because the smallest pulley I can put on it is the 2.4. It's going to need a Grip Tech 2.4 eventually, but right now it's going to get a 2.4 and we'll see what it does. Put some ice in the tech. I'm going to treat it exactly like I treated the Whipple. Put it on the dyno with the same tires. I already swapped out the tires. Take the mid pipe off because on the previous dyno pull, it did it with the dumps. So take the mid pipe off or at least disconnect the over the axle pipes. Yeah, disconnect the over the axle pipes and just ratchet them together so that make a pull and see what it does. And if it makes over 1,000, I'm keeping that sucker. And then I'll put the Whipple for sale for $3 grand because it's a $6,000 head unit, guys. And it's got a custom inlet, which a lot of people might not want because you're going to have to cut into the firewall. So I might discount it a little bit because of that. That 4.5 liter Whipple is trash. You'll be happy with the VMP. We had two 5.4 GT500s come to the shop. The VMP car made almost 1,200 wheel horsepower. The other GT500 had the same blower you have. Now, if I can't sell it to anyone in the United States, I might sell it to the guys in Australia. They love big, massive blowers. Now, I've always thought if I can't sell it, I'll keep it. And do you know what that blower could end up in? Think, what company sells GT500 bolt pattern lowers to fit onto a Coyote? And imagine that blower on the Fairmont in a Coyote. I know I'm saying I'm going small block forward, but I'm talking in the future, or what if I get another car? Who knows? Torque now. Sorry if it's a dumb question, says Dustin, but is there like a dog box type of deal for Mustang? There is a there's transmissions that you can modify to make them go into gear easier, but those are terrible for the street. And this car is mostly going to be street. Okay, I want to cruise it down Clematis, choppity chop, and stunt. And it might do a half mile here and there, and it might be a 60 to 130 car stick. That's kind of it. I'm not looking to do sequential gay shit. No H pattern, T56 or TR6060. But again, that's going to be big money. I'm going to need like a RPS clutch, and I'll talk to the guys at Fat House. Look, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. Ratworks, if you know the story with him, you wouldn't defend Turvey. Exactly. You're right, Alex. I'm trying to piece together Coyote swap for my S281. You got it, brother. Hey, Alex, Lakewood 7030 or street use or 50/50? So 70/30s, I think the only ones you can get in the front, Anthony, are 70/30s or 90/10s. I don't think you can get 50/50s for the front, but I might be wrong about that. I like a 70/30 in the front, 50/50 in the rear. But I'm going to take the, once I get the Fox on the road, because I got to fix the power steering, I want to do some dyno stuff with it, and I fixed the oil leak for the, it's not the rear main seal, it was the manifold the whole time. Once I get all that situated, and I have an appointment for the 23rd or something like that to go get it registered. Once it's registered, I'm going to drive it, get the power steering fixed, get it all cleaned up, get the wiring cleaned up, and then we'll see how it drives. But it's a long time coming. I have a bunch of things in the works. He's not trying to make it a grocery getter. Geez, right. Clean 93 GT, I'm just trying to stir the pot. You know what's funny about this guy? He knows the right nomenclature, but then you see what he puts in the application, and it's trash. It's almost like as if he reads magazines, but does not put anything into, he doesn't apply it to anything. Every car is race-worthy, says Boxy Luxury. Derek Eckroth says, doing all that work would make that one of the best GT500s around. Pretty much be the best of everything instead of being pretty good at going straight. I agree. But the problem is, look, I love the car. I'm not going to drag race a 8,000 mile 14 GT500 that is as pretty as that. That to me is just asking for trouble. Am I going to drag race a 79 Fairmont Rust Bucket? Fuck yes. Because if something happens and I scrape the wall, big fucking deal. But if I scrape the wall on the GT500, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. So I'm going to say, you know what? Let's be smart. Let's not be stunting. Just make that thing a fast street car and maybe a half mile car. Something like a good all-around car that you can actually chop, run, drive, enjoy it. Instead of just being a straight line car with a transmission that is so fucking hot, the Turbo 400, that you sweat your ass off and your back is sweaty as shit. I put the interior back together. I'm going to eventually make it a stick again, I'm sure, and then put the AC back in it. Nick Vasquez says, what's up? First time catching a live. Thank you. Joe Mendoza is just chilling, waiting for my trumpet tune and 9,500 shift points for my 810. Just kidding. No, you're not kidding. You know there are people right now that are dying for people to make trumpet intakes. And I don't even understand the thought process. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't care about the thought process. I will tune it. But understand this. If you ask for a tune, I have certain thresholds. You're not getting more than 30 degrees of timing. Sorry. If you have cam chair, you'll get like 82 or 100 RPM shift points. Sorry. And if you're like, Alex, I want 9,000 RPM shift points and I want 33 degrees of timing, you will sign a disclaimer that says, if it blows up, it's not my shit. Because based on my extensive experience, I know that 30 degrees and about 8,200 RPMs, the car's, you're hurting it, but you're hurting it less than 9,000 RPM shifts and 33 degrees. Alex, I have an extra GoPro head strap with rubber lining to grip your head. You want me to send it your way? Fuck no. I said to myself, I would never put a GoPro on my head. Maybe my chest, maybe like on the roll bar, but never on my head. The first 3100 case is probably going to come out in 2024. Unfortunately, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, Mr. King, you understand that those are production units. There are already, I can almost guarantee you, there are already 3100 rotor packs as we speak being put into existing cases. And who do you think the biggest players are in that game? Roush, Magnuson, and VMP because of Magnuson, and Edelbrock, aka Kong. Now the 2650 Kong blower is going to be cheaper, 100%. So what I'm going to do with the ZR1 is set myself up nicely. Pulley, see what it does. We already saw what it did in the dyno. We're going to do 60 to 130 real soon, this weekend. Then cam, heads, long tubes, incrementally, and then maybe port the shit out of the 2300. So now I've done everything you would have done. Fuel system, E85 injectors, all that'll happen. Then I'll go from a export 2300 to a Kong 2650. And then I'll go from a Kong 2650 and I should be ready for a 3100. I mean, I want to make it lineage. I want to make it direct path, lineal, like, you know what I'm saying? Ice Tank really did the trick for my car. I'll burn the New Edge video for that free car. What's he talking about? Oh, gotcha. Okay, so let's talk about that. So when I announced that a gentleman out of Louisiana said he would give Turvey a car, a 99 convertible with cold AC, 110,000 miles, and ran great. That car is 3,000 times more roadworthy, faster, nicer, and more well-equipped than whatever Turvey has built in his life or will ever build in his life. And he's like, no, I don't want it because I got to bring a gun to Louisiana. And I'm like, okay, we're done. We're done. But the most cringe thing happened after that. Somebody went in there and started begging that guy to give him the car. Begging. It was so cringe. Crazy cringe. Oh my God, I've always wanted a 99 New Edge. Please give it to me. Come on, man. I'll drive it down and come on. And he kept spamming the guy. And the guy finally, I think, deleted his message, which in turn deleted the replies. So the guy must have been like, I'm done. I'm done. So he was like, fuck it. I'm not going to deal with this. And that's the smart move, sir. I said, hey, I'd be willing to pick it up and give it away to one of my members. But the smart move to you, sir, is this. Sell it locally. Don't deal with anyone on this channel. Because you've seen that there are some fucking retards that follow this channel. All right? And they're willing to spam the shit out of you to get something for free. And you know what happens? Which is the most fucked up thing ever? That they'll get it from you, give you a sob story, then the motherfucker is on Facebook Marketplace. Morning, sir. Then it's on Facebook Marketplace for sale, and you all of a sudden are like, oh my God, I feel like a fucking dumbass for giving this guy the car and falling for the sob story. Look at what happened. Look at what happened with me. Look at what happened with me and the red car. Guy comes down, gave me what I was asking for, but then he threw in a sob story. Oh, me and my son are gonna fucking get after it, man. Da 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 da. And he thought he was gonna use my name to flip the car. Oh man, YOLO's car's here. Check out his channel for the build. And I went, yeah, no, don't do that. If you're trying to flip the car, I thought you were gonna build it with your son. Nope. He was flipping the fucking car. Then he wanted to buy my truck. Let me know if I buy the truck. And I'm like, after this shit, you flip the car and you probably never put the car under your name. You probably sold the car with my name on the title and my signature on it. But what I did is I said, let me get 2 bills of sale. I don't care what you do, but that's my problem with people like that. I want nothing to do with them. So the smart move on the guy who offered the car to Turvey is do not give anyone anything ever, especially from a sob story. The guy was spamming the shit out of the dude's comment, and the guy deleted it. It was like, fuck this, smart guy. Turvey is scared to learn because he's afraid to acknowledge that he doesn't know. I agree. I agree that Turvey probably doesn't want to face the reality that he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. But again, that's okay. There's a lot of people out there that are saying, wait till I come out. I can't wait till you guys aren't ready. You guys aren't ready for me to come out. And the car never comes out because he's always planning and scheming some kind of build that is been done 500 times, but he's going to throw his special sauce on it. Meanwhile, he never comes out. I guarantee you, Turvey's car will never come out. He is that guy. He's going to talk to you about parts, what he's going to do, what he's thinking he's going to do, what his plans are. He reads Hot Rod Magazine. He reads Motor Trend magazines. He goes on articles. He does nothing but troll the internet for information, goes on streams like this and blah, 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 sequential, blah, 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 325s, blah, 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 compression, blah, 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 my sauce. It's a V6 with fucking wheel spacers. That's all you got to know. Brandon's posting in the Lund support group about the race gas tune made my head hurt. Don't know how y'all deal with people. Let's go see it. Let's go see it because I'm telling you, it's a problem. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so real quick, guys. Quick shout out to the Minion. The Minion hit me up on Facebook. Good guy. Gotta love that shit. And he's trying to make Mod Nats. The car that made everyone go, God damn it. He is looking to make Mod Nats. And this is the first car that I started hearing about slipper clutches. I started seeing it go. He averaged like a 7-something after driving 30 miles in True Street. Okay, this guy literally went on a 30-mile trip, then came back in True Street with True Street prep, fucking ran 7s. So Yandro, he's out there. Look at the pool. Good for you. We got to do something about this backyard, Poppy. But look at that. Man, that's good for you back there. So hopefully, Minion damn, son. Hopefully you make an appearance out there and represent the 4-valve. So, yeah, Minion in the house getting shit done. What the hell did I just do here? I took the sponsors away and display capture. I fucked everything up here. Okay, here we go. So, all right. So, let me go see Brandon's post. Well, Yandro, get to ModNats, make some hits. Hopefully your car goes deep 7s this time, and it'll be good. And where's the other one? No, there's just talking about rainfall because it's raining a lot. It's raining a lot. Look at the path the hurricane is going to take. It's going to take the bitch approach. Oh, my God, the big ball sack. So, you guys, this is the reason I wasn't going to go because it might be just a 3-day washout. So, I'm hoping it doesn't become a 3-day washout. But this big dick is going to be shoved up Valdos's ass real freaking soon. Okay, let me go. I'm still trying to look for the post that he was talking about. I'm trying to juggle everything at the same time. So let me see what Brandon did today. Let me see if he put a post. Lund Racing support. Charles Baker, Kenny, Ben Stoner, Nick. Let me just go to the actual group, the Lund Racing group, and see if Brandon. I'm not going to show it because it's a private group. But I want to see what's going on. But Yandro Uloa, hopefully you make it out there. So we'll see. Joel, the only issue with the retain OD. Brandon, gentlemen, when we send out race fuel tunes, it's only to be used with race fuel. Okay, here we go. So let's see what the post is. Gentlemen, when we send out race fuel tunes, it's only to be used with race fuel. We've had dozens this week for whatever reason asked if they can mix pump gas with race fuel and run the race fuel tune. There's a reason you'll receive 2 tunes, one for 91, 93 octane and the other for the race fuel. You cannot run the race fuel tune with a couple of gallons of race fuel and the other 13 plus gallons of pump gas. You will blow up the engine. Guys, that's every day. That's every freaking day of our lives. And you know, sometimes I get on here and I sound like a whiny bitch, or most of the time. But you guys have no idea what we deal with. And in my opinion it's the broke culture. Let me get a 55-gallon drum of C16 and it's going to last me 2 years because I'm going to fill it up with 93, 10 gallons of 93, and then 2 gallons of C16. And that should give me enough to make, no. You guys saw what happened when I put 260 GT in the car with a 8-pound pulley, which really generated 10 PSI at 7,500 RPMs. Right at 7,500 RPMs, it complained like a motherfucker. It said, fuck you, buddy. We're done doing this shit. So if you guys want to play that game of mixing the fuel and then running race gas in it, that's fine. Your shit will blow up. Your shit will blow up. Excuse me, sir, I got something on radar. Looked like a giant. At least this hurricane wasn't too crazy. It was not. So many turvies, so little time. Looks similar to Senior. Will slap everyone with his best pitch at the track. DeSantis for the win. That's disappointing. All right, later, y'all. Alex, you're the dad I never had. I get it. But look, we see this so often on the ticket system where we're just not surprised anymore. Like, guys, do you know what? Do you know someone asked us, hey, I locked my keys in my car. What should I do? I wouldn't be surprised if somebody asked me for the best chocolate chip cookie recipe in the tuning queue. Hey, Alex, I see that you leaned out a little bit, but when you used to be fat, what was the best recipe for chocolate chip cookies? And I'm like, I'm not surprised anymore. I'm just not surprised anymore of the stuff that comes up, right? Like, okay, let's say I send you a tune and the car has no spark. What's that have to do with the tune? Hey, Alex, the fuel pump doesn't turn on. What's that have to do with the tune? Well, aren't you commanding the fuel pump to come on? No. The 12-volt source is. Well, can you shut it off in the tune? All I can do in the tune with the fuel pump is like keep it running with key on. But turn it off? Boy, I don't know what you guys think we have control over in the tune. But if I mix both, my gas will be a little higher octane. That means more power, right, Alex? That's from Don't My God Cookies. What's from Don't My God Cookies? EPA's recipe, right. Any plans on the SRC Billy the Kid 4-stick nut? What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You think I'm going to go out there and race every guy that has a Fox body? What do people think I am? Are you planning to race? You know what? I saw Big Chief's CTSV. I'm thinking I'm going to run him in my GT500. Yeah. I saw Big Chief build a CTSV. I think I'm going to go after him. I was wondering the connection between you and EPA. That's where you got the recipe. Break the window. The tune is set up for the alarm to go off. Right. Can I get the tune to unlock my car? Alex, I could tell in your Lund emails I received from you today, you seem a little down. Are you okay, man? Alex, my horn keeps going off. Is it in the tune? Bro, the tunes are labeled. How do you confuse that? We need some Tony t-shirts. Alex, my right turn signal flashes faster than my left. Can you fix it in the tune? I'm telling you, it's pretty unreal what we see. And I don't know. I don't know why people get into cars. And I talked about it in the video, the whole credit-based system. You can be a complete fucking dumbass tonight. Get a 10R80 Mustang on 500 credit score with about 3,000 down. You can affirm a Cobra Jet, the intake, and the tune. You can go 10s. You're still a fucking dumbass. Like, you're still a dumbass. You didn't do anything special. You bolted on 2 things and paid for a tune. And the car is that good. So you're still a dumbass. So people think, well, guys got to listen to me. I went 10s NA. I don't see you going 10s NA. I'm like, because I have a left foot. The 10R80 is the driver. Alice, let's go. Who's going to be next in the interview? I don't know. I'd like to probably talk to Brian Luna again and see how everything went down at the race. But I'll wait for his video to come out. Let him talk about it because he's got a whole video crew. He's going to edit it. He's going to have a lot of stuff on the race that happened at World Cup. So I'm waiting to see that video. Why do you want me to check it out? Let me ask you a question. There are so many wicked fast Fox bodies out there with a stick. But why do you want me to check out a specific YouTuber's car out? Like, good. I'm glad it's fast. What do you think I'm going? Do you think I'm some grudge racer? You think I'm like out there? I'm gonna go grudge race people, bro. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't give a shit about that stuff. I raced, test and tune just to see what I can make the cars go. I don't give a fuck about racing people. You see what the racing scene has become? You need a gang of dudes with AK-47s to negotiate a race now. It used to be friendly. It used to be fun. It used to be nice. It used to be, you'd help each other out. Now, you're like, yo, how much you want to race for? How much you want to race for? 500? That ain't shit. I got 1,000. I got 40,000. 40,000 or nothing. 80,000. 80,000. What you gonna do? You got a fucking problem? And I'm like, bro, fuck this. It's become shit. I want nothing to do with it. Guys, if Alex was looking for clout, he would have one car, was putting all his cash in and not providing content he's providing. Right. If you thought, if I wanted to go racing around the country, I would sell every single one of my cars, make the Fairmont a 6-second car with a big block, methed out, twin carburetor, whatever the fuck, and go racing. But that's gay to me. I can't drive it on the street. I want to enjoy the car on the street. I want to daily. I'm not daily. I want to drive it. I want to have some fun. Catch a couple races on the street with people in Mexico. What do you know? Trailer the car all over the country and race it like a fucking clown? Fuck out of here. Been watching you since high school. Love ya, John Figueroa. George Figueroa. Thank you, sir. Bitchos need to take note when they watch a video. Then they'll know what not to talk about. Keep from going around and round in circles. You need to build a sheet, dragging numbers, and pew pew. $500 to $1,000 races are fine. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. If you're a racer, you should be racing because you're the best racer out there. That $500 to $1,000 bullshit easily becomes $10,000, $5,000, $20,000. Now you're involving gambling. And no bigger pieces of crap on this planet are not gamblers. Meaning people that gamble generally are into some weird shit. I can't hang out if you gamble. We're not tight. I can't even understand why you would gamble. I work so hard for my money to just gamble it. Something I earned and sweated for. You want me to just gamble it away? No. Good for you if you want to gamble it. I want nothing to do with you. I literally don't want to be in your wavelength. I don't want to be associated with you. I'm good. Good for you. You got a bunch of money you can just toss away. Cool. I want nothing to do with it. So the moment you start running for races, and let's say you start winning. Let's say you race for $1,000, right? Let's do a hypothetical. Right. I want a normal life. Like, leave me alone. Let's say you start racing for money. $1,000 is not bad. Well, this is what happens, guys. And take note, because you guys think it's just like a friendly thing. No, it's not. All right, let's run for 1,000. All right, cool, bet. You run, and then you go, you want to run it back for 2,000? And you're like, no, I'm good. Oh, you a bitch? Oh, you a bitch? You're going to take my fucking $1,000 and not give me the opportunity to win it back, pussy. And then you go, no, I just beat you and I won $1,000. Oh, yeah, but you're not going to give me the opportunity to win it back, right, pussy? You're a fucking bitch. Everybody runs it back. I ain't never known nobody to not run it back. So now they're hustling you. So you go, all right, what do you want to do? Oh, double or nothing. Now he donkey stomps your shit. Because he's hustling you. And all of a sudden, you're down $1,000. And you played the game. And got hustled out of $1,000. And if you say, no, I'm not going to race. I'm just going to go home with my car. Everybody on Facebook, Instagram, what a bitch. He didn't let him run it back. What a pussy. Running for money is the dumbest fucking shit on the fucking planet. Race for pride, because that's something they can't run back. They can't run back pride. They can't hustle pride. I'm going to beat you for nothing. I got so much money, I don't need yours. How about I race you and beat you for nothing? Because I want to be able to say, I don't need your fucking money. I didn't have to sandbag to then come back and get you on the run back. I beat you. The only chance you got to race me is one shot. And I beat you for your fucking pride. Bitch, what you got? They won't do that. They won't do that. That's what racing has become. That's why I want nothing to do with modern racing. Stupid. Alex taking that $1,000 heading down Taco Bell. Right, man, you're just... I don't know shit how they do it, but everyone in California does it. You ever watch Valley Racing? You ever watch Valley Racing? Where, remember the race where the Supra beat the 240? And they supposedly raced for what? $6,000, $7,000, $8,000? I don't know, whatever. Nobody got paid. Someone pulled out a blick, and then people started shit talking, and the guy's like, I don't want your money. I want to leave here with my life. And that's what it's become. That's what it's become. It's become, I'm going to get shot because I beat you? I'm good. Yeah, exactly. Zachary Lopez. Valley Racing Channel taught me that racing for money is retarded. Remember the race with the Audi? Was it an Audi? An RS3? And the guy didn't want to pay. He literally didn't want to pay. And I went, wait a minute. It's very obvious to everybody that you got beat. It's very obvious. You didn't jump. He didn't jump. And da-da-da-da. So the moment you race for money, you go into a completely different realm. Completely different realm. Race for pride. Race for pride. Like, you know, let's say you got a shop and you go up against another shop. Race for pride. My shop's better than your shop. And then we'll get you on the next one. No, it's not like that anymore. It's adversarial. It's gang bullshit. And it's money bullshit that I want nothing to do with. Money racing is not a good mix. It takes the fun out of racing. When I used to street race, I did it to see who was the fastest. I didn't race for money. Exactly. Tony Whetstone. Thank you. Now, Tony Whetstone is a guy that has a convertible 7-second small block Ford Turbo Fox body. And when he comes from my generation, we didn't race for money. I want to be able to say, I'm faster than you. And that's it. I don't care if I'm faster than you anymore. I care that I can build something that can go fast. I don't care about putting it up against you. I don't give a fuck. I'm not insecure like that. I don't need to prove myself against anybody for anything. I don't give a fuck. If you say, Alex, want to race me? No. Oh, you a bitch? Whatever. Okay, cool. If that makes you feel better, son, go for it. I'd rather drive the race car to Dunkin' and do some hits on the way home. Hell yeah, if you don't have the DP, man, you'll have to fight for your money. It's dumb, right? So imagine, let's say, what do you need to run a money operation right now? Tell me, guys. Let's say I leave my house with $150,000. Okay? Let's say I got a duffel bag. Let's say I hit the lottery tomorrow, right? Let's say I hit the Powerball and I go street racing and I find a spot and there's some big money motherfuckers there, right? And I'm like, all right, I got 150. I'm ready to toss money like a motherfucker, right? I'm going to put 5,000. So now you got 150 in your pocket. That means you got some shooters with you, right? Right? Like, you don't leave the house with 150 and not have shooters. You don't have the homies, the goons are with you, right? So if I go to a spot and there's a guy with money and he's flashing it, I'm like, yep, don't get involved. Because that money is being protected by he's flanked by people. So you can't go out there doing money racing and not have a goon squad ready to go head up if shit gets sideways. So I roll dolo by myself. So what? I gotta have an AK on my shit, money in my pocket, and be like, I want one. I want one in the hit. like I want one in the hit. And you're like this. You're having a conversation with the guy, with trigger discipline. You're like, I want one in the hit. What you doing? Oh, I got 150 in this duffel bag. What are we doing? Like, that's not racing. That's gambling gang shit through cars. I'm good. I'll pass. I don't want nothing to do with it, man. Stop it. Right. Dracos, honey buns, banana clips. And you're like, wait a minute. I just have some stripper glitter and like, I have some stripper glitter and a flashlight. No, man, you got, okay, we're going racing? Yeah, we're going racing. Okay, what are we bringing? I'm bringing extra set of tires, some stripper glitter, maybe some dead hook, and some C16. What are you bringing? An AK, grenades, rocket launcher, and $300,000. What the fuck is racing becoming? Right. Yep, Perico Loco, he knows. 8 to 10 people deep, strapped. Stop it. You got to understand when. How did we get on this? Street racing has become that. Like your team of shooters and goons versus this team of shooter and goons, and you see who's the best team of shooters and goons through a race car. Who the fuck are you talking? Who are these people? Like, you guys think I'm gonna do YouTube callouts? I don't give two shits who's on YouTube, and I'm not gonna race people that are on YouTube. I don't care. Fleshlight. Goon Squad, Northeast slang for crew. Right. I need a tune for my bulletproof vest. Right. Quarter brick and half a brick, full brick. Hey, you. If you go to a race and they're playing this. Quarter brick. Oh yeah. Oh, if you're negotiating and this is what you hear in the middle of all that stuff. I like to fuck him in the ass while he beat up the pussy. Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick. No, you gotta get out of there, guys. You gotta get out of there. It's just how it is. Me and my buddies race to see who buys Lunds. Forgot the gold chain. Bring the hollow points. Right? I'm wearing the low tops and bringing the Mac 10. Right. I got the black Air Forces. The AK, the Blick, the Honey Bun, banana clips. Wait, where are we going? Drag racing. What? Yeah, drag racing. And I'm like, oh, this is weird. Nope. You won't catch me at Yellow Belly. You won't catch me at most southern tracks. You won't catch me at donks races. No way. I'm going to go to the race, but I got murder on my mind. Let's go. Now, walk up to the driver's meeting, negotiate, and I'll whoop your head, boy. Starts play. If trap music starts coming out in the middle of a negotiation, you're fucked. I've tried calling you out for money, but you've declined. Yeah, okay. Can't think of the channel name, but a Turbo Mustang race of M4 BMW for $8,400. I like, what the fuck, really? They're playing Chief Keef on the block. Oh, yeah, Raris and Rovers. Bitches love Sosa. And you're like, yeah, like, this is what they play in the middle. And you're like, fuck. Get out of there. That's your sign to leave if you hear Chief Keef. See, a lot of people don't understand what racing became, and I really appreciate you guys understanding where I'm coming from. See, a lot of you guys listen to me and you go, oh, Alex is a bitch. He's got a high-pitched voice, and he don't know nothing. And then I start talking like that ghetto shit, and you're like, wait, how do you know about that? I appreciate you guys thinking I'm like this well-spoken dude and this and this and that. All that trench shit, did all that dumb shit. And I'm like, this is so dumb. Not that I did it, but I've been involved in that dumb shit. And I'm like, I got to get out of here. Like, I got to get out of here. Like, back at Bernie Ave in Springfield, Massachusetts, that shit started happening back in like 99. There was a guy that had a, I'll check. Oh, man, boy, you're bringing back some memories. What is the sand... It was like a sand, not a sand rail. There's like a little Volkswagen sand rail yes, dune buggy. Let me see, where is it? There was a guy in my town that had this red thing. Similar, not similar. Let me see. There was this one right here. Boom. So he had this, and it had a hopped up, obviously not that, but he had a hopped up version of this. It had drag tires. It had wheelie bars. It weighed probably 950 pounds, and it had a little tow hook here for the trailer. He would take it down to Bernie Ave and mop up everybody because it was an 8th-mile race. The thing would dead hook. It spit out a big fucking flame. It was dumb. And he would take everyone's money. And he had a pipe just like this sticking out the back. Yeah, something like that. And it was the dumbest, fastest thing on the street. Dig stuff. Then some big heavy hitters started showing up. White boys, mini tubbed fucking Chevelles, big block nitrous shit. And then he saw that, oh, this is serious. And then money started being talked about. And then gunshots started going off. Grudge guys got a palace built around their front. What the hell? Front of their car with a small military. Right. Who doesn't want to wear the ribbon? Playing the pooch. Right. I learned most of my swear words from this channel. Professional test and tuner for life. Absolutely. You can call me that. You think that's going to be like a bad thing? If I can make money going to test and tunes, making money on YouTube, and not seeing one motherfucker trying to do a race for cash, I'm good. And if you come up to me like, I'll race you for cash, fuck you. Get the fuck out of my face. I don't care. Ghetto racing, I'll pass. Exactly. No, thank you. Showed up to a gang fight and a street race broke out. When I was street racing 18 years ago, I remember hearing a story like this from Detroit racers, guessing it started there. Dune buggy, yeah, little dune buggy, bro. Dune buggies with a badass. It ran on C16. It spit out a big fucking flame. It chopped really hard, and I'm like, and he was destroying motherfuckers on the street. Some guy I saw had a Grand National motor in a dune buggy like that. Old Speed Buggy cartoon, Tony Whetstone. What's up, brother? Raiden says, the first time I've seen meth smoked was at a street race. Figured it was just an Oklahoma thing. So I remember my ex-girlfriend, she was a tall white girl. Like, she stuck out like a sore thumb. She was white, red hair, green eyes, right? So I remember I went to a test and tune. I had no idea it was fucking donk night. And I see all these people just at the line. And I'm like, how come everyone's like literally, hey, I'm here going, do all those people have wristbands? You know, I'm a stickler for rules. Like, I'm a rule follower. And I'm like, do all those people have wristbands? No, they got straps, not wristbands, straps. So like, fuck you. So they all went to the line. They negotiated at the line. And I'm sitting in my car going, I'm next. No. 40 minutes. Negotiated, opened the hood at the line, talked on the mic. Then they did 15 burnouts. He purged the nitrous for 5 minutes. They swapped bottles, purged the nitrous again. They raced, and then apparently a foot race behind the cars happened because the cars launched and everyone went like this, and they raced each other to the 8th and came back with their sneakers stuck to the track. And I'm just like, and my girlfriend's like, what the hell's going on here? I'm like, I guess this is Southern racing. Bought a Boss 02 lift out for my Gen 1 car, going packs an 8 rib with a 4 system. Wow, what a Debbie Downer this guy is, huh? Curious as to recommendations on which 4 fuel system I need and pulley and injector size for max safe power. So on a Boss motor, you can do like a 3.3 pulley, stock lower, 8 rib, 4 Innovations level 2 system, 1000cc injector, 2 285 pumps. You're welcome. Sideshow crowd ain't far away. Dudes got blickies ready for when they get hit. Right. Like now, guys get hit and they'll shoot the car that hit them when they were in the middle of the intersection. Jeremiah Camp, I always thought the same about wristbands. Right. I'm like, hey, excuse me, you don't have a wristband here? And they're like 50 deep. Let me look up a clip where these motherfuckers, guys, shoes stuck to track celebration. I don't think I'll find it that way. But a bunch of guys, grudge race. And it's always a G-body. Socks and shoes stuck to the track at lights out 10. That's 2019. Find to post. Nah, see, the problem is Google sucks for this. It's better to have like It's better to have like Instagram for this, but I don't even know. If someone can send me a link to that, that one's great. We're talking about straps and gats, and this dude asking real questions. Right. Honey, welcome to the ghetto. Right. Do you even have that on video when you went to the track with Donnie? I do. But you think I was going to point a camera to them dudes? No, good. I'm good. It ain't Southern Racing if Pookie don't try selling his mixtape. No. It ain't Southern Racing unless a card hustler is out there with his table doing the 3-card Monty thing. Like the moment that guy is at a track, leave. If they're selling orange soda at the concession stands, leave. If it smells like barbecue, leave. 3-card Monty, orange soda, barbecue. Get the fuck out of here, or I'm gonna fuck you
Get the
out
fuck
right
out
now,
of here,
motherfucker.
because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Sideshow crowd is even worse. The crowd, I don't even know the sideshow crowd, dude. I've never even seen one. Thank God. We had that at PBR when the donks came out. Yep. I remember a guy tried to get me to play card game at a table he walked around with. Yes, he walks around with a card table and he takes your money. And you swear to God the card's going to be there. And he wins every fucking time. Stop it. Sideshows equal shootouts with burnouts. Waiting for SWAT to drop a bomb in the middle of a sideshow. I would watch that on a loop. Got to keep the tool on you, Alex. That's what I mean. And I'm not willing to live a paranoid life like that. I live a very quiet... Guys, I live a very quiet, nice, leave me the fuck alone life. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. Don't even look at me. Let me just work on my cars, make some money at my job, go to the gym. Leave me alone. That's what I want. Forever. In history. That's all I want. And then there's motherfuckers that just try to get in your life. And they ask questions. And they want to see what you're doing. You got 6 cars. Woody, shut up, buddy. Why are you even in my shit? Mind your own fucking business. You know why I got 6 cars? I don't smoke. I don't drink. And I don't have fucking kids. That's why I got 6 cars, bitch. Guaranteed to squad with the Mopar boys. You just listed every track around North Florida and South Georgia. Grape flavor aid. Who's Pookie? If there's more weed smoke than rubber, leave. Couple of grape sodas, bad boys. But you know what the problem is with those tracks, Tony Whetstone? They got the best prep. I swear to God, motherfuckers die if they trip and skin hits the track. They're dead. I think they just shoot them. All I saw were cities painting certain intersections where they'd let people do burnouts and donuts. My mama's barbecue better than your mama's barbecue in the staging lanes. Never went back to a street race after seeing the dude in his guns, use his gun's flashlight to give the go to the racers. Dude, let the guy he called out was paying win or lose. Oh my God. I have that same mentality. Do you own guns? See, I can't tell you. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I don't go out there and saying, yes, I have guns, or no, I don't have guns. I'm not going to tell you what I got or I don't got. Or a wife, they're expensive. Right. Steve Schleckenberg. Right. Even going to the grocery store is getting to be too much interaction. Right. So if I quit smoking and get rid of the wife and kids, I can have 2 more cars? Yes. That's like getting gas in the Mustang. Everyone wants to talk about the car they had. Right. All that drug money can't afford infinite prep. Right. Summer Rae or Scarlett Johansson. Jason, stop it. Yep. Keep seeing snakes stuck to the track overnight. They usually have the best prep because Pookie goes in there. He goes, hey, man. Is this SGMP? Yep. Yeah, what's up? We got a dunk race tonight. And I'm finna gap the motherfucking shit out of homeboy. And after I gap him, I'm gonna blow off his head top. Do you know what I'm saying? I do know what you're saying. So I need a favor. What you need? I need you to put that whole motherfucking drum on the right lane. What? Yep. Put that whole motherfucking drum in the right lane. You dig? Oh, yeah. I totally dig. So when it come time to prep, you make it look like you're prepping that side. But you only prepping the right side. You got that straight? I do have that straight, sir. Dropping a like, I'll catch a replay later. Any word on when the Dino shootout will take place between Jeremiah's and Nick's car? I gotta set that up. Guys, life is so busy. They had barbecue contest at Donk G-Body Shootout here in Michigan. If you're racing to see a guy with the rubber bands around his wrist, leave. Alex got a closet full of guns. Fact, Cobras, Bubbles. Get a contact guy going through the staging lanes from all the weed smoke. Give me that Jason Miller prep. Right, that prep snaps drive shafts. Stan was heading to Mod Nationals. He want to meet up with you in the chat. No, I ain't going. Did you ask them barbecue for grape drink? I totally did. Pookie B, the cutty gonna be off the hitter cut. The cutty gonna be off the hitter cut. Jump of that pimp juice. I'm a smart ass. When people talk about kids, I show them my cars while I refer to them as my kids. That big country prep. In my early 20s, we used to meet up at a public parking lot to race and have now. Then someone brought a bang bang and the owner was over it. Right. The tractor scrubbing the track got the spinners and candy paint. You dig, Turkey? Hey, man. I got Charleston Chews and them strawberry candies. Why? Them shit's the stickiest things on the planet. Them shit get stuck to your teeth. They stay up there. Okay? I'm finna cook them down and put them as prep. Wait, excuse me? You want the strawberry penny candy as prep? Yup. Because it's more better. Remember that when JJ the Boss said, well, he's street, but I'm more streeter. This is more better. Sounds like a felon. Why not show support to our Second Amendment? Oh, fuck. Peel his muffin cap back blue. When street racing is in Canada, we all apologize first. Do you and Bondo still have the bet? Just curious. Sorry. So I don't know, but I'm willing to support the guy. The bet with Bondo was this. He was supposed to run 9s in his beat ass, shit ass motor. Then it blew up and it was like a 1040 car. And I said, you ain't going 9s in that shit. So now he got a fucking 600 horsepower fucking NA motor. And I'm like, well, you're gonna go 9s. So do I still give him the $500 if he goes 9s on a 600 horsepower motor? Stop asking me if I want the hit. What are your thoughts on the Odin and Gen 3R Supercharger? You know, sometimes there's a vibe when you're just chilling and then someone just, legitimate question here. They still use Dr. Pepper for prep. Hey man, how much NARS you running? Cut cream on the inside, clean on the outside. So yeah, I just street racing to me is not fun anymore. Now, why do I prefer a race where you just happen to come across a race in Mexico on the street? Something that is not organized. You're cruising, having fun, but your shit's on kill. How many of you guys turn your car on, go for a cruise on kill, just in case you come across a motherfucker? That's what the GT500 is. The white car is not that car. Neither is the ZR1. But the GT500 is that motherfucker. So if you see it out, I'm fishing. You know what I'm saying? So you want a private life symptoms while making your whole car life public. Clearly, you know that doesn't make any sense. What's my girlfriend's name? Where do I live? How much money do I make? What's my address? You don't know anything about me but my cars. That's all. That's all you know. You know I work for Lund Racing. You know I got some Mustangs and a ZR1. That's it. That's all you know about me is what I allow you to know about me. But in person, I don't fuck with nobody. I keep to myself. And why do I do that? Because it makes me money. I have these cars. I show you, teach you some things because I know some stuff. And it makes me money. Oh, what a dumb thing, huh? How dare you make money on YouTube by talking about cars? I don't tell you about my girlfriend. I don't tell you about my favorite meal. I don't tell you what happened to me today. Fuck out. What are you doing, dude? Alex, you want a private life, but you show us your cars. You're a dumbass. What? Dumbass motherfucker. I know your name. Right. Take that, Elon Musk. Right. Complex Girl Apartment, West Palm Beach. Right. Right. Oh, I know so much about you. You're dumb. You want a private life? I know so much about you. You don't know shit. And you know my favorite thing is that every single time I meet somebody in person, they go, oh, yeah, you're way bigger than I thought you'd be. Like, everyone thinks I'm this big because I'm on your phone. And when I meet you in person, hey, well, how you doing? They're like, oh, hey, whoa, what's up, man? Oh, so what do you do in the gym? Stupid. Right. Right. Second shift racing. I'm actually like the nicest guy on the planet in person. But inside, I'm dying because I'm talking to people. Can you do stuff? Right. Hey, Alex, what happened to you today? I love it. Best races are the random ones on the street. Right. We all know Tony, real money maker in these streets. Way late to the show, but somehow catching it live. Looking forward to playing back tomorrow. Appreciate what you do. We could have been together. Right. Seeing your TV install. What? Seeing your TV install bigger TV right now. Okay. I don't know what he meant. Holy shit. Right. No, I'm not some big, bad motherfucker. But what I notice a lot in person is, see, this is why I don't like interacting with people generally. I'm going to do an 1.5 hour show today. I can't believe it. A lot of people are brave online. They're really brave online. And I'm like, okay, so I might see this person there. So I get ready because my upbringing just taught me that. Okay, this guy's going to be there. This guy's going to be there. This guy's going to be there. Boom, I'm up. I'm puffed, not puffed up, but I'm like, I'm ready. I went to Modnats one year, and a guy I've had beef with forever tried to shake my hand like we're fucking tight. And Brandon and Dakota saw me straight snuff, dude. I'm like, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. So, at that moment, I knew the people that say shit online, they're not willing to back it up in person. He was beefing, talking all this shit. I saw DMs where he's talking all this shit. Da. And then when he saw me, he's like, peace. And I'm up like all weekend. I'm like, who gonna talk some shit? So I don't want to interact with anybody. Because then I don't have to be up. And it's been wonderful ever since I did that. Mexican Shrek, seeing your TV install makes me different. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Seeing your TVS install, you're definitely bigger not sitting down. So a lot of people did say that. So I hesitated. And if you guys noticed, I don't show my full body. Like, have you guys noticed that in the videos that I mostly show you this and up? I don't show my full body on video. And when I do, there's always a comment about this and this and that, because not that I'm insecure. I just don't want people sizing me up. I want them to be kind of surprised when they see me like, oh. So in that TVS install video, I'm like, fuck, there's a lot of me in the video. And I want the focal point to be the car. But I left it in there. And sure enough, the comments were, oh, this and that, whatever. Right. Trigger fingers turn to shaking hands. No, Keith Rhea. No, Keith Rhea's good, people. Stop it. Keith Rhea's my boy. Oh, come on. Stop it. I've never had beef with Keith Rhea. That guy's great. And he's a big motherfucker. I met you 10 years ago at NMRA World Finals in Bowling Green with Justin from VMP. You were a cool dude. I actually talked for a few. Rock on, Alex. Look at that. No, but but everyone thinks I'm a cunt. Could have been for clout. I agree. Same thing in my career. Everyone wants to be my friend, but I don't need no friends. Just get that. Right. Daddy thick. This is getting deep. Alex here says, I just want to know what cookies you recommend in order to right now on the website. So, best cookies, in my opinion, that I think I've tasted them all. They used to have Espresso, but they got rid of it. But I'm a coffee psycho. So, Espresso was great. Something Better, Nothing Better, Birthday Suit, YDBT is king. The sea salt is great. And the Tony cookie, if you like more of a basic cookie, I like the cookie to have a lot of stuff going on. Oatmeal, peanut butter, chocolate, fucking sea salt, everything. And the YDBT cookie does it for me. It does everything for me. But if you want more of a subtle, just a doughy thing, the Tony Cookie's badass. Birthday suit is badass. Something better is badass. So anything peanut buttery, chocolatey, and oatmeal-y, I'm in. Right, the calf comments are always the best. Saving the full body shots for the OnlyFans. Right. Caked up. Thick thighs. Thick. Better get right before you get left. Alex shook my hand in person back in 2016. I then knew I'd never be able to take him. I don't know what he's talking about. I like the Butterfinger cookie too, the mint one. Yes. Espresso was fucking great. I don't know if they got rid of it. Love your content, man. I'm not even in the scene, but I still watch your lives because 10 out of 10. Thank you. Uranus is great. Hail. Alex versus Jake Paul. Jake Paul can fight. There's no joke. The guy can fight. And if he's training all the time and if he wants to make it a boxing match, he's boxing. He knocked down Anderson Silva. I get it. 48 years old. Knocked him down. So, well, he said he was trying to slim down and he's 5'11". But I didn't say I was going to slim down because I thought I was fat. I was able to bench over 3 plates. I was able to deadlift 450, 475 and squat 400. I was carrying a lot of weight, but I never considered myself fat ever. My shirt size never got past extra large and that was baggy. And my waist size is 36. But joints started to hurt and I needed to feel lighter on my feet. So I said, okay, I don't need to lift the world, but I still want to look good. And by slimming down to 220, I was able to see the work that I was doing in the gym. I was able to actually slim down and go, oh, okay, there's the work. There's the shoulder. There's this, there's that. And I feel lighter on my feet. And that's the whole thing. When I get to my 50s, I can't carry 245, 250. Not efficiently. But I can carry 210, 215 way better than I can carry 245. Why don't these celebrities do MMA instead of boxing? They'll be well rounded. Okay. Have you seen McGregor? Dude got huge. Okay. Tony Cookie was my favorite. How much was the OnlyFans? Where were the valves? Why were the valves so noisy after the TVS? NEAGHER. They weren't the valves. You're now hearing the exhaust leak. The exhaust leak was being covered up by the whining of the Whipple supercharger. The Cupid Cookie is great. Yeah, you're right. The Cupid Cookie is great. It's a strawberry dough with like chocolate flavor. It's weird. Oh yeah, you're right. You're not wrong about that. Because she was worried that if I would lose weight, how I'd look. Now she's like, you ain't going nowhere. I'm like, shit. Jake Paul inspires me. I'm 7-0 at the retirement home. Hey, Alex, I'm still catching up on lives. Whatever happened to that one guy that's doing 2 centrifugals, or is that classified information? I don't even know what he's talking about. I don't know anyone that's doing 2 centrifugals. Oh, some guy over in Qatar. Yeah, I don't know. It probably blew up, which we told him it would. Man bench presses 4-liter Whipples. That's the other thing. People are like, whoa, you took that Whipple off easy. I'm like, it's not that heavy, guys. It's heavy, but it's not that heavy. That's my goal. 5'11", 290, and was a 330. Trying to get to your weight myself. Good. If you can get down to 220, I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Okay, whatever. He thought he could get Alex with that name. Right. I looked at it and I went, oh, son of a bitch. I think he's going to make me do it because he got me one time. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I've been on for an hour and 23 minutes. We had 300. Actually, what's the most viewers we had? Let's show the analytics. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek into the background of what I do. The highest viewers we had today was 418 viewers was the max. So I appreciate that. We had 284 likes. Go fuck yourselves, guys. Seriously. And we had a little money, but again, it's not about the money. It's about hanging out with the people and having a good time. All right, I'm going to get out of here. So again, mod nets, what to look out for. Lund Racing going 6s and 200 miles an hour. Once that happens, I'm going to every day put on the chat, the internal Lund Racing chat. Power glide. Let's go. Let's go. Let's run with the Cletuses, with the Keith Rheas, with the Brett LaSalas, and with the Prosperos of the world. Let's do it. We're there. So hopefully they take that into account or not. They can just tell me to fuck off and I get it. Whatever. It's their show. I'm just there to try to make them go a different route because 6R80 to me, it's over if they go 6s and 200. Like if they go 6s and 200s, it's over. I don't care who else runs a 6R80. Unless you run quicker than Lund Racing after run 6s and 200, the rest does not matter. All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to be on Sunday, Peasant Chat, 9:30 a.m. Where then, obviously it will be on Tuesday after that, and then we'll sprinkle some other lives and YDBT dailies in as I can. There's going to be a new video coming out. Well, I'm kind of contemplating releasing it tomorrow. I think I'll release it tomorrow to just space it out. It's basically the comparisons between the 89 and the 19. And what I can explain as best to my ability, a carburetor function to what a tune function is, and vice versa. It's mostly me talking in front of both of the cars, and it's a very information heavy video. I think you guys will enjoy it, especially the carbureted guys. I think they'll understand how I was able to process information when it crossed over to the Coyote tuning world. And vice versa. I think you guys will enjoy it. It'll be highly technical. Turvey won't get anything of what I'm talking about. Turvey will be like, I just see a bunch of wires and hoses on your engine bay. Oh, you mean vacuum routing for the blow-off valve, tubing for the supercharger, hoses for the cooling. Oh, I'm sorry. That belongs there because the car's actually safe. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys Sunday for Peasant Chat, and then we'll talk some shit then, and be on the lookout for a video tomorrow. Right around 5 p.m. is when I make the video live. It'll be me talking in front of both of the white cars, having a whole bunch of fun. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Bye.